Oh man, Celeste, I see you looking up on McGill right there. Yeah, I know, it's not a pretty number. I've had way more in the past, but it's been hard. It's been hard. It's like every week there's like 30 million gilts worth. Gilts worth sounds like a Dickensian merchant of the middle class variety. But, of things to buy, of shards to buy. And, just feel like I might as well do it because who knows when I might pull that card or that unit, and definitely want to have shards for them when I do. And get them to LB1 or get them, to Awakening 1, maybe 2 if I'm lucky. So, I don't know. I can't help it. I gotta buy that stuff. So I've been waiting and waiting for there to be a month where I can just pause on the Esper and the VC and token investment and just like pour it all in to accelerate, because if you know anything about this game, and you know that you cannot squander your resources, because man, they will constantly bleed you for your resources. So if you've farmed that, if you've been, as you see, Celeste, I am farming right now. I am. I'm being the very best farmer for Trials of Reckoning. All right, whatever. I mean, you don't have to be impressed by it, but geez. And so I feel like, we want to get the most bang for your buck in this game. It's really important. So I'm waiting for there to be a month where I can just, ignore whatever Esper wants to get leveled, and, they want me to grow my VC into something that can potentially be used as a what are we doing? Bonus VC or something like that. So 1 month I'll just ignore it. And I probably can ignore it for VCs. I did notice when I was raising some today that I have like this extraordinary amount of silver eggs, and like upwards of like 50,000. And so I was just like, I don't even have to use the blue MR or the MR eggs. I can just use these silver ones and just like throw 5,000 at it, and it's a done deal. So I could probably pause on the VC next month and just put it all. See, I'll show you. I have a little hoard here. Not an evil hoard. Not an evil hoard. No. Oh, yeah. So that was the chip of things I could sell, and I keep not selling them. And I think that there was more at some point, but then I got a little hasty myself. And so now, since I couldn't live with that moment, I've been really diligent about hoarding and just waiting for a month that I can put my tokens into it. So that's the plan. That's what I'm doing. That's why Celeste, I'm so unimpressive in the guild department. But I don't know. It's not like you have a lot of gil on you. You don't even have any pockets. You're missing some pockets there. Like you have like probably like the opposite of pockets. So, yeah. Don't worry about that. Yes, you're friends with Setzer. Setzer's probably got a lot of coin. Anyway, this is probably derailing a bit, so let's go talk about this Trials of Reckoning event, because this is something that, man, gives a lot of us just the shivers. It's not been a favorite, but then at the same time, we've been spending like the last few weeks of anniversary just like hungry for anything. So we got what we asked for. We got something, and Trials of Reckoning, man, it is an intense event where you gotta put the work in. There's no way around it. You've got to do the work for this one. So here we have this event, which if you look, we actually have like a ton of bonus options on this one. Like it goes on and on and on and on, because we've got the whole Glux thing happening right now. So all the VCs, the units, and then these bad boys down here. I don't know if you have Marlboro yet, but if you do, you can slap that bad boy on somebody and gain a great bonus. A lot you can do there, and really what you're trying to do with this event is get as many medals as possible. So as you can see, I put together a pretty crazy good bonus party, if I do say so myself. I'm really proud of this group, because I think this is like probably the most bonusy group I've ever had in this game, and I also feel like they'd be pretty funny walking around and hanging out with each other. I mean, Shadow Links, we're not quite sure on you, because we know your old personality, and I think Your old personality would like be totally walking ahead with Elena. Well, no, like probably just like jumping up in the sky and then like coming back down when like Elena wants to roll her eyes or something. But new Shadow Links, your personality, I don't know, you like to ice skate and you're smiling and you say funny things that don't quite sound like you. So we're not really sure on that. Ibarra, I feel like she would be kind of the wild card here. Like sometimes she'd be like maybe a little snarky, but then like other times she'd be like totally down for mischief. So and then our gals from Final Fantasy VII, we know them pretty well. We can pretty much see how they're going to work into this equation. But anyway, I think it'd be a fun little group. But yeah, I'm super impressed with myself for having such a bonusy group for this Trials of Reckoning. And what do you do after you pull on that box? Well, I guess, and I don't know, I got mixed feelings about this too. You make this, it's a shield item, I think. Yeah, there it is. The Moogle Cloak. So you make this Moogle Cloak, and it's like your grand reward for farming your life away is this item. And you've got a cool item. Like, I mean, you can make like the HP version, you can make an evade version, and you can make a shield version. You're going to get critical evasion up 20, acquired AP up 30% as your basic abilities. And of course, the stats are going to differ depending what type you choose. But I don't know how I feel about this like new trend of adding unit-specific bonus stats that really kind of round the item out. So in this case, if you slap this on Sephiroth or Yuffie, I know you guys like that pronunciation. I'm sorry, it's hard. It's hard for me to naturally say it, but you'll get all elemental attack resistance up 5, and then area attack resistance up 10, which are really, fun little stats to add on to, particularly like an evade or a shield thing. But I don't know. It's just, I feel like with Trials of Reckoning, so much work goes into farming this thing. Like it really is like, it's going to take up your entire War of the Visions life. Also take a gander at my resources here. Look how many of those green smileys and orange smileys I have. Wow. I'm pretty impressive, aren't I? Wow. So yeah, like, same thing when it came to Snow's little early pandemic face mask that he was selling. I just felt like that thing was really, really good for him, and it's good. Like, it still has utility for sure with that missile resistance and that dark resistance, but I don't know. It's just a little tricky. I just feel like, especially with Trials of Reckoning, we put in all that work, and I would like maybe those ones to not be the ones that get all unit specific on our heads. Anyway, we got stuff to talk about this week, don't we? I think we do. Let's go look. Gotta figure out what we've got going on, whether it's cool or pool, and make some decisions there before Celeste looks at me with more disdain, because I know she's feeling it. I'm feeling it from her. Here is the first VC that we have to look at. This one will be a permanent pool, so you can get it now. You can get it, I don't know, next year, but you can do what I do and spend all your gil on the shards for it now. So let's take a look and see what it actually does. Even though, yeah, I'm still spending my gil on it anyway. This will be Sharpening the Dragon's Talons. It is a UR Rarity Vision card, featuring our favorite friends from Heindler. Our favorite friends who have the worst job possible, which is supporting, spoiler alert, kind of a Looney Tune. But anyhow, we're gonna see what this card is about. Maybe let's read it first. Maybe it'll give us a little helpful background here. Gernsback and Resnick peer with bated breath into the smoke and mist that coils darkly over the lake. Heinler's and Rundal's combined fleet has overwhelmed Ovis's flotilla, and now they press home their advantage and threaten to invade Ovis itself. In Ovis Castle is Princess Lucille, Oberon's betrothed. It is a union that must take place if Heinler is to free itself from Rundal's rule and restore their pride. Preserving the bloodline of the dragon is paramount, and to that end, Princess Lucille must first be saved. Now, the members of the Six Fangs sharpen their talents in preparation for battle, believing they must act to secure the future of Heinler, even if it means temporarily deceiving their master, Oberon. With Nea at her side, Resnick raises her staff. Unknown to most, the dragons now wing their way toward the battlefield. Ooh. So going off of our Dickensian theme tonight, I do wonder, is this a picture of what is yet to come? I'm not sure, because some of these VCs, they show us, these kind of like weird, like alternate realities, like, celebrating holidays together and just like things that it's kind of a little tricky. I don't know if Shadowlings and Vanir actually attended the Flower Festival together, but it quite, beautiful and the idea of it and art depiction of it, but we do have this kind of like throwaway excuse of it being like an alternate timeline. It's a real easy way to explain things, but this one, man, they talk about the Six Fangs, and I'm trying to remember, do we know all six? Do we know all the Six Fangs? Like fangs in general, don't you usually just have 2 fangs? So 6, man, that's a really, really bitey mouth on you. And I guess if these are 3 of them, that weird creepy, I hope that guy is not a fang, because I really don't like him. If you guys know who I'm talking about, the Oberon's creepy little friend who keeps feeding him like Grima Wormtongue advice in his ear. Yeah, I don't like that guy. Hopefully he's not a fang. But yeah, if these are 3 of them, we gotta round this group out. Anyhow, this is about the best bunch of people working on the side of an idiot that I could possibly put together, because I like these guys. I like Gernsback. I like Nea, and I love Resnick. I think she's fantastic. So anyhow, let's actually look at the vision card details, because maybe you want to hear about that. I want to hear more about Sam. Anyhow, so vision ability here will be boosting your slash attack resistance up 24 for the party, attack up 40% for the party, as well as accuracy up 25. And I shouldn't say party, I should say for anybody in your party that's running this list of jobs. And so we've got a bunch of big sword people, and then big sword, right? Yeah. Yeah, big sword. And then, what do you call them? Thief peoples. And then arithmetician, mace users. That's what they're trying to say. Mace users. Man, I really don't like the way that stuff is displayed. I wish they'd make it a little easier for us to figure it out in game when we're trying to put parties together. I would appreciate that a lot. Bestowed effects are going to be slash attack up 10. Our area attack resistance up 5 for the person that you're slapping this on, and then limited bestowed effective unit attack resistance up 10 if you put this on Resnick or Resnick the Hoppy, and then magic up 20% for Resnick, regular Resnick. And I have a feeling they tend to typically do this. They may adjust this card for Gernsback or Nea if we ever get those characters in the game. But the issue, though, looking at the jobs, is that I don't really think it would apply, because he's a dragoon through and through, and she could probably be. I could see her being of the thief variety. But anyhow, that's something to think about. I think these stats are really universal as party buffs, so that's great there. It's a great VC. Again, with all these job VCs, it's about looking ahead, looking to see if you have a party in mind that this is going to benefit, and then taking into account, like, yeah, what your ultimate plan is, and if this is going to fit into it. Not even just like with your party, no, but like maybe a couple parties that you're planning, just in general. Make sure that you know, if you're going to spend the viz on something, that you're going to get the mileage out of it, right? Because we're talking about it. Bang for the buck, man. Bang for the buck. Buck for the bang. No, not buck for the bang, because, you know, in some states that's illegal. So let's make sure that we clarify that. Let's see. Next we have this guy. Now this one will be, I believe, time limited. This is a new VC that applies to Duane, which Duane also has like an old VC that applies to him as well. So let's go see what this guy's about. But this is called Meeting in the Moonlight. I like the art. Like, I like seeing Big Lila on there, hanging out, the two of them hanging out at all. Because if I remember Duane from FFBE, he is not a happy fellow, and little Lila, on the other hand, she's pretty chipper, and I mean, maybe she could cheer him up or something, but this is strange. Let's go read the story, because I gotta know what's going on here. Alright, the two visions. Alright, so they meet in their vision form. Oh, so that's the out. That's the out for these VCs, is these are just visions. Visions meeting, and scenes that could come to be, that have not yet come to be, or something. I don't know, whatever. Alright, so two visions meet on a moonlit night. Born in different times and places, the two could not be less alike. See, I can vouch for that. I was just saying that. However, as visions, even the unlikeliest of people can meet face to face like this. One describes herself as a beautiful, keen-minded adventurer, while the other is a dark knight with an even darker past. He's got a really dark past, guys. Go look that up. Their personalities and backstories are total opposites. If they were to have met before, it is unlikely that the two would have become anything more than passing acquaintances. But on this night, they greet each other with a gentle nod in gratitude of their miraculous encounter. Though they still cannot relate to each other in the slightest, they share the same sentiment. For them, that is enough. Alright, so I guess they're just like, hey, nod, I'm dark. Yeah, hey, nod, I'm dark too. Whoa, yeah, we can be powerful together. Yeah, I think we can. We could probably take down that Atlanta girl. Yeah, we probably can. What about when Wing Stern shows up? I don't know, that's gonna be a bit weird. We can see what we can do still, and maybe we can find out some other dark foes that want to join us. I don't know. That might be the conversation that they had. But maybe like with better intonation, and not both sounding like dudes, but anyhow, let's go see what this card's about. So the party ability on this one will be Man-Eater upon physical attack up 30, critical evasion up 16, area attack resistance up 20. Always a good one, that one. But the jobs, again, are going to be all over the place. And it looks like we're going to get Elena on this. Ironically, I was just talking about her. And Sylvie. Lucio, Charlotte. So I don't know. Just go look up. Yeah, I don't want to be. I don't want to tell you all this. Asterisk. No, I should stop. Go look at it yourself. Dark Venus and slime. And make sure again, you know, like anything else, that this relates to what you want to accomplish in your life. And bestowed effects will be defense up 8. For the unit wearing this, and then it also gives us a vision ability that can only be used for Duane. So, see, Duane removes courage from targets within range while dealing large damage. So, that's a really great thing for him to have. It makes him, you know, pretty effective against light, especially because Elena got her 140 today, and she got another use of courage. So this is gonna be great for him going up against, you know, that light v dark, constant constantly strangling each other. Or no, strangling, that's a bit violent. It's not good there. But hey, it's not my fault. This game is all about taking people's heads. So sometimes it persuades me to think violent things, and I should not. Okay, let's go back real quick. Alright, we have to decide. So, cool to pull this one. I think you can just grab the shards. I think you can grab the shards on this one, and you'll be just fine. if, like I said, if it's applicable to what you're doing, then yeah, it's absolutely cool for you. Artwork, definitely cool. Like I said, these are the coolest people on the wrong side that I could ever put on one card together. Absolutely. So you know, and Resnick, she's got the look of they've all got this look in their eye, like they're on this. They're gonna fight this to the bitter end, and I feel like by the end of you know, they're gonna find their way to us. There's no way they couldn't. So we'll be friends by the end. I'm not worried about that. Oops, I didn't want to leave actually. So cool to pull. No, you guys are cool, but the VC, I don't think it's quite cool to pull right now. This guy, Duane, have you ever been cool? I've never been excited about you, even since FFBE, so I'm going to have to say, no, this card isn't cool to pull either, even though the only thing that gets me looking at this card has got to be, Leela, because I just think she's an adorable unit, but this doesn't apply to her. This is all about Duane. In fact, you can go get him if you want. See, there he is. Looking all, let's see if we can get his story so we can see how sad it is. Seeking strength, he mastered the dark blade only to be met with contempt from his fellow knights. His wounded heart was swallowed by darkness, his comrades slain by his own hands. Remorseful over his actions, he eventually took his own life. So as you can see, that is a sad story. So, I mean, if this is the kind of hero that you're excited to get behind, then for sure. But no, sorry, Duane. To me, you weren't cool to pull back then. You're not cool to pull now. I mean, your VC, how can that be cool? You know. So anyway, those are my thoughts there. I do have a question. Has anybody been feeling a little gaslit by the Farplane archives? Because I feel like every time like I go and do something, I'm getting viz for it, and I'm like, wait, no, I'm pretty sure I did this already, and then it's really freaking me out. Like I've been helping a couple new accounts go through some of the Farplane archives, and I guess, to be honest, it's more like a little self-love going on there. No, sorry, self-care, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. Because the newbie accounts that I'm helping out, maybe have, like, you know, some feelings for them. No, this is not coming out right. I'm just trying to be a little bit like coy in the way that I present this, but now I think I'm being too coy, and I'm like presenting ideas, or I'm putting ideas into your head that like aren't accurate. So let's strike that, let's erase that. But my point being is that I do some of these Farplane archives, and I'm pretty sure I've done before, but then it's like, oh, clear for the first time, and I'm like, no, I don't know, that just doesn't seem right. So let me know if you're also feeling gaslit by the Farplane archives, because that's something that's going through my head right now. I just want to make sure that's not the case. All right. And if it's stressing you out, then I don't want to be that happening to you. So if we can get through this together, then hey, cheers to everybody, and pats on the back, and everybody will feel better in the end, right? Okay. Well, it sounds like this is probably a good time to stop. And yes, I'm gonna go slurp up some more energy into my background repeats. Pause this one, do some boss battles and things like that. I know, you're supposed to like do your boss battles in the end to be most efficient, or I don't know, you probably got some super great strats. So go ahead and do yours. I'll do mine, and we'll see how it works out at the end. But congrats, we have something to do this week, so enjoy. And as I said, the time has come to stop talking, so I will then offer my awkward goodbye, and as usual, as always, cheers.